Yo, this is Farmer Nappy and you're watching Desires World. So whatever you're doing right now, just stop it and surrender.
Alright, we are here with Desires World and we are with the fantastic Farmer Nappy out of Trinidad and Tobago. So, Farmer Nappy, for all those who don't know you, tell us who Farmer Nappy is.
Farmer Nappy is the guy who tripped down the road with my own woman because you made me surrender.
Okay, so how was your trip to the UK been since Trinidad Carnival? I mean, you had Trinidad, you had all the hype, and you've been anywhere in between?
Yeah, I went to Jamaica.
For?
Well, for the carnival, but a week before the carnival, we had a beach party in Ocho Rios, and then back in Trinidad. But in Trinidad, I keep bubbling, like performing places, you know, locally, and just touching with the people. And actually, I performed recently last week for the Borough Fest.
Okay.
So.
Nice, nice. So how did your performance go tonight? How do you think it went?
Sweet. When I see ladies in front and the whole place packed with ladies, my song is for the ladies.
So we all know that you normally perform with the HD family, Marshall and the HD. You was by yourself tonight. How did it feel? Like?
No, well, during the carnival and before, you know, we do solo shows too. Like Marshall will have a solo shows, Patrice will have a solo shows, Nappy will have solo shows. But this is the first time that Nappy ever come to London by himself, you know. So is one family, and we just branch off and do things and come back home together.
I want to hear everybody sing one. Go where your movement me say. Hey, I want to go sing London. Hey, 'cause you make me say. I want to go. If you're drinking something, put it in the air. What you drinking? 1, 2 shots of something. I'm in my racing thing in demolition. I feel the jam, I feel the one, feel to take a risk. I want to see the feeling.
The biggest question right now that everyone's asking, are you going to make an appearance for Barbados crop over? Because, you know, I'm Bajan, so we all want to know if you're going to come back again. You know, you had your hits like Chippin' and Flirt, that was filmed in Barbados.
It was recorded, filmed in Barbados. Surrender was recorded in Barbados.
Yeah.
You Meet Me was recorded in Barbados. Barbados is Farmer, home of music. You know, and it's a pleasure to talk about Barbados because Barbados make me learn the business the hard way. The hard way, you know. I mean, you know, thanks to Mikey, Hosmeyers and Scott Gulch, you know, we were in war with Chippin'. After we were in war with Chippin', and that's the first time I see why a table is so big in a lawyer's office, because you down here and they down here and you want to fight. You know, and after 4 years in there, you can come back and say, well, you know, I made a mistake. They made a mistake too, and I will feel born and surrender. And right now, I'm not cutting from going back into Barbados. I might be singing in Barbados, but I always in Barbados, because that is the way my family music is being born.
Okay, so...
But I will be in.
What initially made you go to Red Boys? Because, you know, you've got loads of producers in Trinidad that produce good music. What was it that made you come to Barbados to, you know, make good music? Then?
Honestly, I can't take 2 chords music no more. I honestly cannot take 2 chords music no more. And it's not Trinidad, it's not Barbados, it's not St. Vincent, it's not Grenada, the 2 chords itself. And there's one person which I like to big up as a writer who could write in 2 chords, but he could write melody is School and Uba. And School and Pavement is 2 chords.
But
right?
the
harmonies and the, you know, how we bend it and we bend his verses, you know. And going Barbados is something when I hear guitar and I hear music change, you know, it kind of my voice raised. And when I could go back home to Trinidad with Chippin' and do it with my own woman and Lester and Paul, who is a veteran producer who produced for people like Baron and Hot, he could ask me who produced that song. It is an honor for a veteran who I look up to ask me who could produce this song. And Red Boys, these are fellas is not as I would call it the yes man. To our people around and they do something and everything. Yes, that's good, yes, that's good. It's not good to tell you, yo, go back for another song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the respect and I get from Red Boys and Barbados is the home of family.
Where would you like to see yourself in 2 years?
As a real estate, because black people free to take chances in life.
Oh, that's very different from what you do now. Like how?
No, I right now I like how you asked me this question because in school we learn needs and wants.
Okay.
Black people wants is greater than their needs.
Yeah.
And I reverse it with my needs would be greater than my wants. I want a BMW, right? White, a 3 Series with white rims, burgundy interior. But,
very precise.
yeah. But I'm into real estate because music business and no pension. You gotta make your own pension. And I see we like, okay, I got 2 apartments rented out and I'm about to build some other apartments. I'm not saying this for the IRS or whoever to come back or whatever. But after I build those apartments, then I need those apartments. I say that is my pension. And then I could get what I want.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's how I see it. And I have a studio room. But I go by Red Boys and I pay my money to record my song, but my studio is for people who can't pay the $10,000 and $12,000.
Yeah,
So
it's very true.
I see myself as the committee, like Mas Marshall told me, in order to be successful, they gotta make people successful around me. So like all my friends around me, and I just want them to be good. If even self, you could drive a car, you could buy a car, you could run taxi like PH back home, and you could buy from that, buy another car, so you could become a businessman into cars. So you know what I mean, that is my philosophy, is making black people successful.
From Nappy is smart, guys. You hear that? He's
Very
got
much.
stuff behind
I
it.
learned the hard way. I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you like get out of being an alcoholic?
My brother said I went down the little mango tree, Marshall. And he told me, say, yeah, you're killing yourself. And in order for me to work with you, you have to fix yourself. And there's no people might say, well, okay, he run me from the band of fire. I never get fired from no band. It's a brother just telling me to go and fix yourself. And that is the best thing for me. It was 10 years now, I don't drink alcohol. But if you come over and meet her once at alcohol, don't mind. Because it's a challenge. I watched that in a corner and I watched the whole beam and everything, and I said that is just a small identity there. So it's just, for my life is just it's a book to write.
So for all the up and coming artists that are out there that are trying to be like yourself and the Patrices and the Marshalls, what kind of advice would you give them?
I respect. That I respect, because some of them coming out and they feel one song make them real big. You know what I mean? And we call it rookies. Right? And because we watch up to people like Sparrow and the Lord Kitchener, Super Blue. I look up honestly to Christian Muruba.
Okay.
Because he's a person who used to sit down with me and Carnival Tuesday, I call him and I tell him thanks. And he asked me, what are you saying thanks for? I say thanks for going out with. If you hear Christian Muruba, you will never know who he is around here. He saying no, we ain't going on the jail.
Yeah.
He gone out of the business, but every time I hear about it, I say he was a loving person. So that's how I want to go out as somebody saying Nappy was a real loving person. You know what I mean? Have respect for your elders in the business and learn the business though. You don't want to be like Nappy where you're running into something and then big lawsuit, and you know what I mean? It's like learn the business and just be humble and be you. UK soca scene, we on the scene right now because the way you move make me say